Hi class, my name is Mr. Seals. I'll be your instructor for History 1302 online this semester. And I wanted to do a brief welcome video and point out some really important things about this course, things that will help you to be successful in this course. So the first thing is you need to start this course immediately. Please do not wait until Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday to get into this course. You're going to receive this video link as an email and announcement inside the course. So please, your first assignments are due both Wednesday this week, and the next assignments are due Friday of this week. It's important that you get started immediately. In fact, I want to show you on the course website right now where you can find your assignment due dates and the actual assignments themselves. Let me show you where to find your assignment in this course. The first place to go is right here on the course menu. It says Calendar Due Dates. You can select that. Let me filter these out. Okay, so you can see here that the class begins today. It's August 27th. You can see here by Wednesday you have to post your reply to the introduce yourself to the class forum. Also by Wednesday night at midnight you've got to complete your quiz over introductory course material. And then as you can see over here on the 31st you have to complete the chapter 15 textbook reading assignment and the learning curve activity. So that's for this week, Wednesday and Friday. And while I'm here, let me just point out this first week's a little unusual. I didn't want to put too much on you all the first few days. So normally, as you can see down here in the first week of September, we'll have the chapter reading assignment, like chapter 16 is due September 5th, and then learning curve activity, which is the interactive quizzing feature, and then your first discussion board response is due on that day. And then you have to wait until that Thursday or Friday, the 6th or the 7th, and you can see here the 7th, your second reply to the Chapter 16 discussion board is due. So by midnight on the 5th, I will post my own responses to that. The entire class will post their responses to that discussion board. And then again, on the 6th and 7th, you have 48 hours to come back and just respond to a classmate or to the instructor, myself, however you want to do that. So you can do any of these assignments early that you want to in this course, except that second discussion board post, you need to wait until that 48-hour window on Thursday or Friday of each week. And as you guys can see, as I go to the next month, it's precisely that way for the rest of the semester, all right? Okay. The other place you can find due dates is under the Content Assignments tab. So right now all I have released is the assignments for this week. By this evening or tomorrow morning I'll release the next week or two if you want to go ahead and get a head start on those. So you see right here, assignments due Wednesday, August 29th and Friday, August 31st. You click on this link. All right, and then everything you need is here, and you click on this details for assignments, and you can see Wednesday, August 29th. Here's what's due. You have the Start Here tab, read that information, introduce yourself to the class forum, and complete the quiz over introductory course material, all by Wednesday night. Again, that was also in the calendar of due dates, so it's in both places. I know it's redundant, but I want everybody to be crystal clear on what's expected and when it's due. And then by Friday, here's the other assignments that are due. Read the chapter, complete the study guide, do the learning curve activity. And that's due on Friday evening. So those are the two places you can find where things are due. Another really important thing for you to do very quickly is to get access to the textbook. It's important that you all understand that this is a new textbook that's required for all History 1301 and 02 classes at Kilgore College. So the first half of this book is dedicated to History 1301 and the second half to History 1302. So you will use this book for both courses at this college. This is a new edition of the textbook, so if someone tries to offer to sell you an old edition of the textbook, the first edition, one that was here the past 3 years at the college, that will not work. You need this new edition for reasons that I'll talk about later in this video. But let me go now to the course website. I want to show you exactly where you can find the two different ways that you can purchase this textbook. To find the textbook, you go here to the Start Here tab and select Syllabus, and just scroll down to Required Educational Materials. You see it right here. So you need the textbook Exploring American Histories. It's very important that you use this edition. It's a Kilgore College customized edition. It's a different edition than we've had in past years, even though the textbook title is the same. It's vital that you get this new edition of the textbook. So as you can see, not only do you need the textbook, but you need access to this interactive quizzing feature known as Learning Curve that comes on the textbook website. And you can see just below here, there are two ways you can purchase this textbook. You can get a printed copy at the Kilgore College bookstore for $105. And there's no used copies yet because this is the first semester that we're selling these books. And it's very important, inside the cover of that new book, there's an access code card that will get you access to Learning Curve, the online website that you're going to need to access to complete activities throughout the semester. You'll have almost one each week. So if you buy a textbook, make sure you get that access code card. Do not throw it away, okay? And the second way, though, that you can buy this textbook, you can go, you see right here, to the Macmillan Publisher website, and you can purchase this Kilgore College customized book right there on the site for $73.99. However, this is not going to be a print copy of the book. It will be an electronic version of the book, so an ebook, if you will. But with your ebook, you get access to Launchpad website with Learning Curve activities on it. And so you'll have automatic access. Now, it's important that everyone understands that this textbook is for both History 1301 and 1302 at Kilgore College. All instructors use this book. So the first half of the book is for 1301, second half for 1302. If you buy this book, the electronic version of it, you have access to it for 2 years, for 24 months. So it's important that if you take the other half of this course at Kilgore College, 1301, then you need to do that within that 2-year time period. Otherwise, you would lose access to that textbook. So again, there are your two options for the textbook. A third very important point is that it's vital that students get access to the textbook website, which is known as Launchpad. Macmillan Publishing produces this book, and Launchpad is the accompanying website that goes with it. And specifically, there is a feature on Launchpad called Learning Curve. It's an interactive quizzing feature. And if you can look at your syllabus, you'll see that 15% of your course grade this semester will come from Learning Curve activities. So each week we will have a Learning Curve activity that goes along with each chapter you're assigned to read. And I will go through that in detail here shortly on the class website with you. Learning Curve, again, this interactive quizzing feature on the textbook publisher website. I've integrated this into the course. You do not have to go separately to the Macmillan Publisher website. So all you have to do is see here under the assignments for this week, scroll down to Chapter 15, Learning Curve Activity. And when you select it, it's going to prompt you with this screen and then ask you for the access code. Again, if you bought a textbook, a physical textbook from the bookstore, the access code card is inside the shrink wrap with the book. If you buy the online version of the book, the ebook, you have access already. So complete this information and it will link you directly, so you never have to leave Blackboard to access Learning Curve activities, but you will need that access code. So it's important you do that. At this point, I want to go through just a few highlights in the rest of the course website, including some of the important navigation buttons on the course menu, and let's go through that now. We've hit some of the most important features of the course website. Here, just a couple more features I want to point out. So we've covered Start Here tab, calendar due dates, the content assignments, your My Grades link. This is where all your class grades will be posted, and you will notice that there is a current average column here that will show you your current course average at any point throughout the semester. So you can see how well you're performing in the course. Help technical assistance. If you have most issues I can resolve, so come to me first, but if I'm not available, or if it's more of a Blackboard technical issue, here are some Blackboard tutorials, some video links there, and here is the Kilgore College e-learning support line information. There's email, there's their phone number, and their hours of operation. To contact me, here are the multiple ways you can do that. You've got my office phone, you've got my office number, you've got my Skype username. We can set up a Collaborate video conference right here. You see over on the left side of the screen here. That's a video conferencing tool, so we can use that. Then, of course, announcements. After the first few days of the semester, I will set the course settings to where you enter the course right here in announcements. And I will often send these announcements as emails to you as well. But just reminders about important upcoming assignments, due dates, things like that. My last point that I want to make to you all in this video is just in general how to excel in this course. This course is not complicated, but it does require time and effort and some discipline on your part. So number one, please read the textbook assignments. I give you very clear indications of which chapters or which pages of which chapter you're supposed to read for each week. Please read them from the textbook. Do not try to go to Google or other websites and look up the vocabulary terms from the study guide or the key questions and topics from the study guide. Number one, many of you don't know which websites are valid and legitimate academic sources. But number two, some of those terms, some of those topics, they can be discussed in a variety of different contexts in American history. And some websites may discuss them in this context or another context. But I'm creating your exams based on the context that they're discussed in the textbook. So it's vital that you not try to go around the textbook. Get the textbook, read it as assigned. That is the biggest single mistake that some students make in this course. Secondly, I have provided study guides for each assignment for each week of this course. Please use my study guides. There are key vocabulary terms, key questions and topics from the textbook reading assignment. As you read the textbook, please print the study guide out, put it beside your textbook, and literally write out the answers to those questions, identify those key vocabulary terms. That is where I'm going to draw the vast majority of the test material from. So if you're doing that study guide as you read, then when it's time for the exam, you go back and you read over those study guide notes. Again, that's the material from where I will draw the vast majority of the exam questions. Also, don't forget to do the learning curve activities. Again, the learning curve activities, that interactive quizzing feature, it's low stakes. It's pretty much you either do it or you don't. You complete the whole quiz, and of course there's plenty of time to look the answers up if you need to, and you get 100% full credit for it. If you stop one question short of finishing that quiz, then you get no credit for it. It's just a matter of effort and time there. But the learning curve quizzes, their activities, they're really important because they will test your comprehension of each textbook reading assignment. So you can know each and every week, okay, I've done well on these parts of the chapter, but in these questions for this section of the chapter, I don't know that as well. That's where you can then turn to me for help. Contact me and we can talk about a study plan to help you get stronger in the content in those particular sections. And again, learning curve activities account for 15% of your total course grade. So please do not brush those off. And last but not least, do not brush off the discussion board activities. There is typically going to be a discussion board each and every week, and it's vital that you participate in those. That is our chance in the online course to have instructor-student and student-student interaction. And I do read those. I read those virtually every day. And I will be assigning a discussion board for each unit of material in the course. There's 3 units total. So for every 4 weeks, you will have a discussion board grade. And again, those discussion boards altogether account for 20% of your total course grade. It's mainly a matter of effort in completing those discussion boards. It's not as if I expect your answers to be exactly like mine. I do post my own answers after the deadline's passed so that you guys can see a model of what I'm looking for. But obviously I go into great depth. I'm teaching the course. And so I want you guys to have thorough analyses of each of those primary sources we're going to look at. But again, please do the discussion boards. Much like Learning Curve, it's a matter of effort, but it does count for a sizable portion of your grade. If any of this video is unclear or anything else in the course website, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can do that by office phone, by email. I even give you my Skype contact information. Please don't hesitate to contact me, stop by the office. I'm very happy to help any of you.